Individual pockets which could be in focus after BJP in its manifesto had promised to double the length of highways by 2022. To undertake the task, Nitin Gadkari is back as the Minister for Highways and Transportation. But are the road construction companies ready to meet the challenge? Let's put the question to Rohan Suryavanshi of Dilip Buildcon, who joins us now on the phone line. Hi Rohan, good afternoon. Thanks a lot for joining us once again on Bloomberg Quint. Well, the elections are out of the way, and I presume there were a lot of approvals which were pending due to the election time. Tell us, what's the ground situation indicating right now? Are you getting the appointed dates now from NHAI which were pending in the last quarter?
Hi Namit, first of all, thank you for having me on your show. You're very right. A lot of approvals were pending because the government had gone into election mode. Now we are in the process of receiving a lot of them. In fact, just yesterday we announced one of the appointed dates that we got from our HAM projects. We're expecting 3 more to come within a week, which would take out of our 12 HAM projects, which would mean that 9 of them would have received appointed dates within a week. And the 3 more which are left, we're expecting it to come, 1 to come in the next month, and then 2 more to come after that.
Okay, and Rohan, is the financing in place for all these projects? When you get the appointed date, are you ready to go with the execution?
Absolutely. So the appointed date will only come when you fulfill all your conditions precedents, which is basically the financial closure. And the government fulfills their conditions precedents, which involves land and some other clearances. So all...
Rohan, can you hear us?
Appointed date. So the funding, the equity and the debt all has been tied up, and we were only awaiting the appointed date for these projects.
Okay, Rohan, just one question. You, I presume, would also have some projects in the geography of Telangana. Would any of your projects be a part of those that could possibly face cancellation issues due to the recent news flow surrounding Jagan Reddy's thoughts on infrastructure projects awarded before his tenure?
So, as a company, our policy is to focus on national government orders, and our 85% of order book is from the national government. Even right now, we don't have, even the projects that we have in Telangana are all national government orders. And this order is meant for state government orders, so it does not impact us in any manner. So we are okay. We are actually now waiting the order inflow to start from the national government again, because there is about 1 lakh crore of orders which the government had floated before elections, but they had not been able to give because of the code of conduct. So now, given that, like you rightly pointed out earlier, so that Mr. Gadkari back in the saddle, we're expecting these orders to flow at a faster pace, and we should see a flood of orders coming in the next 2 quarters.
Rohan, what sort of opportunity lies for a company like yours, as BJP manifesto spoke about significant investment into the infrastructure space? What percentage of your order book comes from the government orders?
So obviously the government has clearly said what is its intent when it talks about rupee 100 trillion investment into the infrastructure sector. We are also very excited about the opportunity that will come in. And the government will push on this because of the push on economy that they want to do, the creation of jobs, all those things which are high on the government priority list. All of that will happen through infrastructure spending, because you're creating an asset and you're also impacting the GDP of the nation while doing so. So we're expecting it to happen. We are expecting orders to come in roads. We're expecting orders to come in mining. We're expecting orders to happen in irrigation. Inland waterways is a new department that we created, because river linking has been something that has been spoken about for a while, and we're expecting orders to come in that sector in a big way. We're also excited about opportunity coming in the railway sector. And hence, recently we've had a former PMD and CEO of IRCON, who's heading our railway business now. So we see a lot of work that this government should bring out at the federal level. Besides this, because the BJP is also in power in a lot of the states, and their agenda on infrastructure is very clear, we expect a lot of state government orders to also come in.
Right. Rohan, I'm just looking at your Q4 earnings, and they were, of course, impacted. The margins were impacted because you didn't get the appointed dates on time. Tell us what's the guidance now going ahead? What sort of margins are you looking at? What sort of growth on the top line one can expect? Because for FY19, I think the guidance that you guys had given, it came in at the lower end.
So, while I think numbers for our Q4 were robust, but I honestly, I don't look at quarter-to-quarter numbers. We, as a company, we try, especially in the sector that we are in, we look at annual numbers, and we've done a very good growth both in top line and bottom line on an annual basis. So I would definitely that you guys should look at us in that manner. Similarly, now since you asked about FY20. We are very confident about a 15 to 20% growth in our top line and a similar kind of growth in the bottom line as well.
And to achieve that,
and you will start seeing that in the first half of the financial year. You will start seeing that robust growth that I'm talking about, because appointed dates are coming in. Already the order book is very robust, very strong. So only thing that is needed, and we're very well prepared at all the project sites. So the only thing is needed is appointed dates coming through.
Achieve that 15-20% growth on the top line, Rohan, what sort of new orders will you'll have to bag in FY20?
FY20, we're targeting somewhere about 12,000 crore plus of orders, and we're fairly confident it will come through all the sectors that we're already in. But the majority of this should come from the road sector, as has been our order book. About 80% is from road sector. So we're expecting it to be in a similar range in this financial year as well.
Rohan, it's a net debt company, and we've seen the balance sheet improving. You guys have managed to bring down the debt to equity ratio, I guess, from 1.16 to 1.06 by the end of FY19. You've also given a guidance you plan to bring it down to below that level of 1 to 0.8. How do you plan to do that in FY20? Will you be generating free cash reserves to pay the debt, or will you be monetizing assets in order to reduce the debt?
So the guidance that we've given to you, it's based on, number one, we're not investing in any additional equipment this financial year. In the last 5 years, we've invested almost close to 2,200 crores of new equipment. Besides that, we're also investing in PPP projects. Now this year, we are not investing any new equipment. So that the equipment that we already have, that for this year is also going to be paid down. So on our absolute debt level number, you will see reduction happening in this financial year as well. And which is why we've spoken about that debt equity figure to come close to 0.8. Besides this, the asset monetization plan, we've always spoken that we are an EPC company, and we only do PPP projects because the government of India awards half of its portfolio through PPP. So we see it as an EPC work for us, and we try to monetize it as soon as possible. So that we can then focus on the next set of projects. So that has always been our strategy, and we will continue to be our strategy going forward as well.
Okay. Rohan, before we wrap up, I repeat, you as a company do not have any project in the Telangana region which is liable to get cancelled because of the new government having a change of decisions.
Absolutely, Nirati. Yeah, you're very right. We have no exposure there in Andhra Pradesh.
Okay.
Any state government projects there.
Fair call. I'm glad you clarify that. A lot of stocks are coming under the hammer because of that, Rohan. Important to have that conversation clear. But thanks so much for taking the time out and speaking to us today.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.